This is He Knows His Sport, bringing you that heat and that fire. Listen, folks, Errol Spence is the face of boxing. I told you this is the Errol the True Spence era. I know cats don't want to hear this, man, but it's Errol the True Spence era. Canelo's era is done because Canelo is starting to get over the hill. I don't know why cats can't understand that. It's the most cold-hearted, unadulterated, and cutthroat truth. He's the A side because you have these Cinnamon Alvarez fanboys and these Cinnamon Alvarez fanboy slurpers that's slurping on the man's stuff so much to the point where they can't realize that he is no longer the face of boxing. He's the cash cow. He's the A side in terms of pull, in terms of money, but he is no longer the best boxer in the game. That's Errol Spence. Let me explain. Hear me and hear me fucking well. Anytime your name is mentioned with Canelo Alvarez and is synonymous with a super fight with him, that should tell you something. Anytime your name is synonymous with Terrence Crawford and the super fight, that should tell you something. Notice we're not talking about Terrence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez. No one's talking about that because everyone's like, Canelo Alvarez is way too fucking big, and he would demolish, he would smoke, and he would trounce Terrence Crawford. Even Terrence Crawford, by his own admission, said Canelo's way too big. But you see, Errol Spence can synonymously be linked with Terrence Crawford and synonymously be linked with Canelo Alvarez. What I said was just leagues above y'all, man. It was too deep and profound. Let me rewind and say that again. Errol Spence can be synonymously linked with Terrence Crawford and synonymously linked with Canelo Alvarez. It speaks volumes to the multiplicity of options this man has. It's because of the type of fighter he is. He has a fan favorite style, which is the bulldozing style, the man down in the strap season style, the tactical aggression, the technical punching placement, and the body snatching work punishment style. It's a levying onslaught courtesy of Errol the True Spence. He has that style in leagues and in droves. And folks know he can get Terrence Crawford's ass out of there because he's too light on his ass. He told that man that not one, not two, but 3 times to his face. He said, "You're too light on your ass and I will straight up stop you. And I put everything on it." When a man tells you that to your face, that's not a promise. That's a damn near guarantee. I'm going to say that again. It's not a promise. It's a damn near guarantee that it will happen. And then when he mentions his Canelo Alvarez, he said, "I'll beat the shit out of him." Yeah, I'll beat him down. I'll stop his ass. I'll demolish, expose, and trounce his ass. Because he has the tactical aggression style. He can go laterally, man. He has lateral footwork that will give Canelo Alvarez fits because Canelo Alvarez is non-athletic and slow. The game plan is there. If I was Derrick James, just box him laterally, I'll stamina his ass and place those body punches. Because people don't understand, man. You hit a person with enough thudding power and body punches, off with the fucking head. If Mayweather, who's nowhere near the strength level of Errol Spence, can slow down Canelo Alvarez with body shots, what you think Errol Spence gonna do? So you fucking dodo heads, you brain full of mush and you brainwash followers. And here's how you know the man's the face of boxing. The haters he has. This man has haters in leagues and droves. They want to see this man lose at every freaking whim. It's so funny. First it was, Mikey Garcia was gonna expose his ass. With these one-trick ponies or whatever the fart their name is, mindsets want to tell you that. Then they jumped off that bandwagon when they noticed that ship sailed. Then they say Terrence Crawford. But then when Terrence Crawford loses, they're going to say he was too light on his ass. He was too small. They're going to always find an excuse. And then when Canelo Alvarez loses, you know what they're going to say? He had a left knee injury. He wasn't his best. I'm telling you, man. They're always going to find some excuse. They're not going to give this man the credit that he truly deserves. The man is the Floyd Mayweather of this generation. Not in terms of style, but in terms of the fact that he's leagues and shoulders above the competition. Because he doesn't have the style that Floyd Mayweather has. but he's special like Floyd Mayweather. You saw how in the last generation we were able to look at Floyd Mayweather and say, okay, that's the guy. In this generation, we look at Errol Spence and we're like, that's the guy. Because he has a title. He has a nickname that's befitting of him. It's the truth. Because there's nothing about this guy that is a lie. His boxing ability is the truth. The man has charisma and he has charm. He's relatable and he's likable. Don't matter what boxing fans you are. I've seen boxing fans from all ethnicities give Errol the True Spence props. That's a recipe of the face of boxing. And people want to sit here and say, well, he's not top 3 pound for pound. It's not his fault because of the opponents he's faced, because of his boogeyman status. People are not clamoring into the ring. Outside of Terrence Crawford, who else is clamoring to the ring to get in the ring with him? Sean Constipated Porter is being constipated about the negotiations because he's trying to find a financial way to duck himself out of that fight, price himself out of that fight so that he could say that, oh, you see, I tried. But see, they putting the blind over you guys' eyes, man. They putting that wool over you guys' eyes. You guys are not deep thinkers to see the magnitude of what's happening. Pacquiao openly ducked Errol Spence. That's who he should be fighting, not Keith Thurman. Right there, that shows you who's the boogeyman. Keith Thurman is sitting there backtracking. They just asked him. Errol Spence said, hey, you better not duck me after Manny Pacquiao. Now he's saying, well, ask me in 2020. That's not only a duck. That's not only a duck move. That's a super duck move. Because Keith Thurman's preparing his ass to retire. He's talking about rematching Manny Pacquiao. He's talking about all this other bullshit. Notice he's giving Errol Spence that respect. That's how you know you're the face of boxing. Because boxers can't just come at you sideways. They have to show you respect. Terrence Crawford, as slide to the mouth as he's never gotten so disrespectful against Errol the True Spence. Because he knows deep down that this guy can stop his ass. He said some slick shit, but he never let it get to the point to where it tests Errol the True Spence's temperature. Because he knows. This guy right here, push me. Canelo Alvarez never said nothing crazy about Errol Spence. Because he knows too. This is the recipe for the face of boxing. The problem is folks don't want to admit this shit. You know why? Because they want this Canelo wave to last as long as it can. But I told you, he's 28 years old. He has a bum left knee. He's over the fucking hill. He's damn near fighting like he's 37 to 42 years in boxing age. He's not in his prime anymore. Anyone that's telling you that, they just want to keep the hope alive. Let me rewind that and say it again. They want to keep the Canelo hope alive. But they need to understand, the man is over the hill. And when he fights Errol Spence, you guys will understand why he is every bit over the hill that I said that he is. He's not 28. He's 28 in human years, but not in boxing years. Errol Spence is way fresher than him. Damn near like 10, 15 years younger than him in boxing. That's why when they fight, I know how the outcome of that fight is going to be. Because he has the Mayweather blueprint there and he is special enough to execute it. Remember, you have to be a special fighter. Canelo has the same blueprint that Manny Pacquiao has. Put a slick, special fighter that can move his feet in front of his ass and he's fucking done. Because he has that Mexican style, come forward fighting style. And it can be exposed. He has 5 glaring deficiencies. It can be exposed. Terrence Crawford doesn't have those deficiencies, but he's too light on his ass. And when he starts feeling both body snatching work and thudding power, which are the what? The two equalizers. No pun intended, Denzel Washington. His ass is going to know what time it is. He's going to be bulldozed. This is how you know you're the face of boxing. Look at the haters on YouTube. Look how they hate and fucking troll every day on this man. This man has that Deontay Wilder complex. They hate that guy. But at the same time, your haters are your secret lovers. I'm having a poetry moment. Let me rewind and say that again. Your haters are your secret lovers because they want to be like you. And the problem is because they can't be like you, they want to shit on you. I'm going to say that again. They want to be like you And because they can't be like you, the problem is they want to shit on you. All of that is the recipe of the face of boxing. This is why Errol Spence is looked at as such. The guy's a special fighter. He does everything right in the ring. He is a coach or a trainer's dream because he listens to the game plan to the T. And not only that, not only does he do everything right in the ring, he puts mental and physical pressure on you like no other fighter in the game. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's like he's Superman and Kryptonite at the same time. I'm going to say that again. It's like he's Superman and Kryptonite at the same time. You know why I say that? Because he is the strongest opponent that you will face as a Superman. And he is your biggest weakness or your biggest vulnerability like Kryptonite. So you're getting both of them shits at the same time. I'm telling you, man. Any fighter that faces this dude, they don't end up the same. Go look at every last fighter. From Phil Greco. The motherfucker is a fat motherfucker that's doing YouTube videos right now. He's not fighting no more. Go look at Chris Algieri. The motherfucker is a chef. Go look at Mikey Garcia. He don't know which weight class to go to. That's how much of a beat my face and human pinata he's become. Because he's suffering CTE issues. He's concussed as fuck. And he's pissing amber. Go look at Chris Van Heater. Have we heard of him? He's on witness protection. Go look at Lamont Peterson. His ass has been retired. Do I need to keep going on, man? Go look at Vargas, Samuel Vargas. Everyone this man has fought, they are not the same. Ocampo, we don't even hear about him anymore. This is the stuff I'm talking about. Eric Bundu. Where the fuck is he? Remember, he hit Keith Thurman with a good body shot. Errol the Truth Spence got his ass out of there. Manny Pacquiao, he dropped Chris Algieri 4 times. Errol the Truth Spence got his ass out of there. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Manny Pacquiao understood that. That's why he openly ducked Errol Spence. Like, this guy's, he's me, but he does what I do tactically. He has that lateral movement. He's in and out, but he does it strategically and tactically. That means he's going to be countering my ass all day, every day, and tagging my ass up, and I want no parts of it. Especially with the fact that I have damn near anvil on my legs because I can't move my legs no more, and my hands are too fast for my legs. He's going to pick that shit apart all day. There's no fighter in the game that's going to give this guy problems. When he's at 100%. I'm going to give Canelo Alvarez and Terrence Crawford at least that much respect. Errol Spence need to be at 100% when he fight them. But when he's at 100%, those guys can't see him, dog. Just like these cats on YouTube can't see me, those guys can't see him. It's just that simple, man. It's that fucking simple. This is why Errol the Truth Spence is the face of boxing. I done told y'all, this is the Errol Spence era. Somebody on my live stream said that shit, dog. And whoever you are, make a comment and say that. Because I had shot you out at that time when you said that. That shit was so deep and profound, dog. This is the Errol the Truth Spence era. He's the face of boxing, man. Him and Deontay Wilder, they run this shit. And the reason why I don't mention Deontay Wilder is because Deontay Wilder's starting to go outdoor because he's getting older. But he's right there with Errol Spence. They the face of boxing, man. They run this shit. And Anthony Joshua, a pretender. AJ Devo. Canelo Alvarez, out the fucking door. Once was a face of boxing. You got AJ Devo, pretender of face of boxing. Canelo Alvarez, once was a face of boxing. Errol Spence, the current face of boxing. Co-current face of boxing with Deontay Wilder. They run this shit, man. And Al Heyman sitting there laughing at everybody because he got the 2 face of boxing in his stable right now, PBC, with Errol Spence and Deontay Wilder. But y'all cats don't see that shit. I'm trying to give y'all comprehension in the $1 million game, but y'all ain't trying to hear me out here in these boxing streets. I laid it all out. So if anyone wants to know, guess what? Errol the Truth Spence is the face of boxing. Let it marinate in the corpus callosum and let it marinate in the cerebellum. And there's just no 2 ways around that bad boy. This is He Knows the Sport. Checking out.